tomorrow I actually have a presentation about setting drug prices and basically the processes and the laws of setting drug prices. I study pharmacy, and that's my part. My part talks about that, but the whole presentation talks about drug prices. Because I'm in pharmacy, so this is how the drugs. This is how the price of a drug is being set in the market. We all know that we live in a capitalistic society, not a socialist society. So the government doesn't actually have that much power over the market. We have something called the free market, which is anyone is able to sell anything. Of course, there's laws and regulations to kind of control that. For example, there's certain things that are illegal and legal, but generally, the government itself doesn't really sell anything or make anything. So like it's not controlling 100% of the market. That's why we have Rolls-Royce selling a car for, I don't know, $500,000, right? That's why we have that. Anyone could come up with Elon Musk and own a company, not the government. Elon Musk comes up one day and be like, you know what? I want to fly to the moon. I'll make SpaceX, and he just goes, right? That's a function of the capitalistic society. So the companies and pharmacies actually set their own prices, based on the market. And in pharmacy, it's a big problem, because the companies, they're like, okay, you need this medication to get your dick up. You have to pay me $100. Oh, you need this medication so you don't die a devastating death. Give me $1,000. Okay, but here's the thing. Even though the pharmacy and the companies, they set their own prices, they're gonna be like, okay, you know what, I have to make this biological medicine to decrease your immune response and stuff. Well, it cost me a lot of money to make. It cost me $100. But for profit, I'm a good guy. I'm gonna sell it for $120. This is something that that can happen, right? Yeah, no, that's not what's happening. We companies want to make more money. That's just how it is. So there are rules and regulations. Of course, this is where the government, where the big dicks come in. Big dicks come in. Rules and regulation, they exist to ensure the affordability for patient. Drug is not like food. I can make a snack, a chocolate bar, and sell it for $1,000. There's actually like very expensive chocolates and stuff like out there, but it's a very special thing. Like not a lot of people are gonna buy it. There's this theory of like a free market or efficient market where the market itself like regulates the price. So that's why we have like a chocolate bar costs $1 because of like this efficient market. But in the case of drugs, because we're dealing with patient's life, we actually have a certain of like a lot more rules and regulations for the patient, and this is a really good thing. And that's like the whole thing that I'm trying to basically point out here is, on a general idea, the company themselves, they set the price, but we're dealing with people's life here. So there's more laws and regulations to like make the prices more affordable to patients. So that's the thing. The general idea: companies set their own prices, and there's not a big law. It's just that there's certain laws to making sure like the patients get the drugs at an affordable price. So now, price setting in the USA. Okay, I bring this thing out because I'm gonna write everything here. I'm gonna tell you everything. So we have something called the pharmaceutical company. Okay, pharmaceutical company. They make the drugs. Okay? And they set the price. I'm going to set it at $1. Bam. Okay? I have some paracetamol. I'm going to set it at $1. So, they send the drug to the pharmacy. To the pharmacy, we have the pharmacist, we have the patient. Okay? This guy, it's like, yeah, the drug, we're gonna set it here. And the pharmacist gives it to the patient for $1 plus, you know, a smaller dollar. Okay? $1 and a smaller dollar. Cool. I wish it was that simple. Because this is, there's nothing wrong with this. It costs $2 small dollars to make this pill. I'm gonna sell it for a small dollar, for $1, for a medium-sized dollar. Sell it to the pharmacy for $1. Pharmacy sells this for $1 and a small dollar to the patient. The patient gets it, goes home, gets this shit. That's not how it works. In the middle, there's a lot of middlemen, especially in America. It's fucked. There's a storage warehouse thing with their trucks. Yeah. Oh my god, can't draw. This is the middleman. Okay? So they buy it and they put their own small dollar on it. So now the pharmacy has to sell it for another small dollar. See how the patient now has to pay more. Why? Just because of this middleman here. This is not a big problem because they actually do serve a function and they're not useless piece of shit. So that's okay. It's not a big problem. Like the difference might be like 50 cents. It's not a big deal. But this is where the fuck comes in. The patients don't actually directly pay for the medications in America because we have something called the insurance. Insurance are the assholes of this whole thing, in my opinion. From the research I've done, I see the fucking insurance companies and I feel like they're just fucking assholes. Because in there, they have something which is very interesting. So, let me just do this. Then the drug goes there. So, the patient monthly pays an insurance fee. For example, like $50, depending on the thing. And they have a sort of plan. They have an insurance plan. Okay? So now, look at this. They have this insurance plan. And the insurance plan is tiered. Right? It's tiered. So, depending on your tier and how much you're paying and what you're eligible for, the insurance is basically going to accept the bill, and then it's going to send the money to the pharmacy, and it's going to pay the patient. Now, this is not a big problem, because the whole deal is between the patient and the insurance company. Okay? But, remember, I said something about tiers. And there's a whole tier and there's a whole system where you could be on, where the insurance is going to cover your medicine or something like that. Okay, so I'm this company. I'm this pharmacy company. Okay, here I want my drug to be there, right? Because if it's not there, there's going to be a problem. Now my patient has to pay out of pocket. That's something we don't want. And there's not just you. There's another one that makes. You have competitors, especially if you're generic, right? Where I live, we have the Pioneer, and we have our Medica. We also have Sama. We have a lot of these things that just make generic stuff. They don't have any original medicine, so they're fucked. They don't have any patents. They don't have anything like that. So. Look at this. Competition. I want to be here. Why? So that my patient takes my drug, not that drug. So I make the money. Okay? Okay, so what comes here? We have something called a PBM. PBMs. Pharmacy Beneficiary Managers. These are assholes that work for other assholes, and in this video it's very, very biased. The two assholes are the PBMs and the fucking insurance company. These two people work together. The PBMs go to the fucking industry manufacturers, and they're gonna be like, hey yo, give us money, we're gonna put you on the tiers, and your medications are gonna be taken, not that other competitor's medication. So what happens? There's this flow of money from the manufacturers of the drug to the fucking PBMs to the insurance companies. The insurance company raise you to the top. Now the patient can take your shit. Okay, you take the money here, the money comes back here, and then the money goes back to you. But there's a problem. In America, prices are more expensive than anywhere else in the world because for them that's also expense. Like, you know how there's like you have to have the raw materials, the machines, the labor force, the marketing, all those are all expenses, right? Well, giving money to the PBMs, aka the assholes, just to put you on a fucking list, so, oh my god, is also a form of expenses where they have to put it back onto the cost of the medication. And if you're not on these shady insurance plans where they're literally ripping you off and trying to find any excuses so they don't pay your shit. What? Oh my god, I lost all my thought track. Yeah, basically, if you're not on that insurance plan, you're fricked. You have to pay very expensive thing, and you're like literally fricked, right? That's just think about it. You're like, okay, I'm not on this insurance plan because I have my own plan. Okay, I have my own plan. Whatever. Okay, so even if you're on insurance, you still pay a higher amount of money, but not out of pocket. So you're still paying a lot of fucking money. So imagine, this is not porn. This is not Medicaid, like weed. This is not alcohol. This is not like an unessential thing. This is very essential. You can literally die, okay? And you have to pay more than it even costs to make. It would be literally more like cheaper sometimes to just learn how to make it yourself, just make it at home. But you can't because you need large factories and stuff. But it's literally, in my opinion, like, it's kind of fucked. That for such an essential thing, we have this system. Because no other companies, like, imagine a biscuit company, doesn't pay an insurance company to put it on a list of higher tiers. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. But we're in this stupid shit. You know, we're in this predicament where you have to pay insurance. It's just stupid. Okay, so that's the thing. But the government here, in my slide I have to talk about this stupid shit. We have something called Medicare Part D, Medicaid. Those two are like programs where if you are below a certain income, the government's going to pay for you. But that's also fucked because free healthcare is a thing in most countries, paid by taxpayers. It's a thing, you know? It's a thing. Your taxpayer, not only do they get worse, like, service because the system, education, the whole healthcare system in America is I have not seen it in person, but it's really fucked. From what everyone is saying, from my research, it looks fucked. They also are more expensive, so like even taxpayers are getting less value for the money. You know what I mean? You're getting less people's lives saved for the money. Okay, so yeah, that's really. I hope everyone is safe and healthy in America, and everywhere in the world. But in America, you're fucked. You make more money, yes, but you're paying more money. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, another thing is we have the Inflation Reduction Act, which is a general thing where they kind of set a price, set a rate of increasing. You can't just increase your money, like your prices, like it's gonna be like this. That's all they did, because again, the government doesn't own any of the companies and doesn't set the prices, and you have Elon Musk who can set any price for Tesla as he wants. Of course, for cars it's a different thing because there's a free market, there's competitors, and they do this thing where they try to give you the best deal. But here, I am now forced to pay for insulin, but I'm not forced to pay for Elon Musk Tesla. If I don't want anything, I could just ride a bike. Yeah, my life is gonna suck, but who cares? It's not essential. I'm not gonna die. It's gonna suck a little bit. And if you live in America, that's okay. Your life sucks a little bit. You're not starving like children in Africa. This one is a more serious video, but whatever. Okay, so now where I live, Kurdistan. This is how it's done. We have something called the regulatory authorities, the Kurdistan Regional Government (KRG) and the Kurdistan Medicine Control Agency (KMCA). They basically go and they look at the prices and they set a base price, okay, for that medication. For example, paracetamol by the company Pioneer. The max you can sell it for is $1,500 Iraqi dinars, which is like $1. You can sell it for $1. That's the max. You can sell under it, but you cannot sell above it. They have set this law, and they're like, you know what? In Kurdistan, it's a little bit different. It's not 100% capitalism, but it's still like 90% capitalism. But the government's like, oh yeah, you cannot sell higher than $1. So they made this sticker where, they have the maximum price, and you cannot sell above it, right? And the whole legal framework of it is literally this. Article 8 of Guideline number 9 of the year 2023 for pharmaceutical and medical products in Kurdistan region, Iraq. Okay? In the Kurdistan region, Iraq. I took it from the official sites of Ministry of Health. They basically just say that. They send out a bunch of regulatory bodies, they set a maximum price, and then you have the sticker, they put it on it. Yeah. Price setting process, again, yeah. There's a team, they put the prices, you cannot sell up. You cannot sell a drug above that price, but you can sell below it. Yeah, that's how it's done in Kurdistan. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Send in Bitcoin, make me rich, send in Ethereum, because that's all I have for now. I have to set up like a bank account or something, because, yeah. But this one, yeah, it's night. I have this presentation tomorrow, and I just wanted to make this because, yeah. But now that oh my god, now that I made this presentation, I'm actually freaking pumped up, because I'm like, there's corruption going on, and I hope that my research is correct. I'm gonna put sort of the references in the description for where I got this thing, but yeah. Send me money.